This important conference will present a clear picture of the potential and opportunities in the offshore wind sector here in China. Since the construction of China's first demonstration project, Donghai Bridge, in 2010, China has made enormous progress in this area. In 2020, China ranked first in the world for the third consecutive year with 3 gigawatts of newly installed offshore wind capacity. And China's record-breaking growth is expected to continue in 2021, according to the Global Wind Energy Council. To fulfill the ambition of achieving carbon neutrality by 2060, China is expected to further expand its offshore wind capacity and to actively promote the development of a diversified, clean energy supply system. Ladies and gentlemen, we can also bring positive news from my own country, the Netherlands. Last year, our country installed nearly 1.5 gigawatts of new offshore wind capacity, making us, after China, the second largest market for new capacity in 2020. Now, you may ask how we achieved this in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent global economic recession. First, the Dutch government is very proactive and has developed a long-term roadmap by adding up the total installed capacity from 4.5 gigawatts in 2023 to an impressive projected total of 11.5 gigawatts by 2030. All project data with respect to conditions of soil, wave height, wind speed, impact on environment, etc. are all on the responsibility of our government. On top of this, the government will ensure that the developers will get an offshore grid connection to plug into, and this enables the full transparency of the tender procedure and effectively brings down costs and risks. Of course, it's not only the government's approach that is key to success. In the Netherlands, we have favorable geographic conditions for offshore wind, a very experienced offshore wind supply chain, very good harbors to service the offshore wind projects, and continuous technical innovation, which all add to the Dutch offshore wind sector's competitive position in the international export market. Now, before I briefly introduce a series of recent innovative Dutch projects, I would first like to show you a short video to introduce the Dutch offshore wind market in a nutshell.
All around the world, countries are in transition, working to ensure their energy supplies come from cleaner, more sustainable sources. So are the Netherlands. During this transition, we discovered the enormous potential of offshore wind energy. Our key to success? An integrated approach. The Dutch have centuries of experience in offshore projects around the world. A large part of our country is below sea level, so we turned water into land, created the Delta Works, and are leaders in the offshore gas and oil industry. Now, Dutch public and private parties have teamed up to design, develop, build and maintain top-quality wind farms. They realized there is more to building high-quality wind farms at sea than just manufacturing wind turbines. It requires technical innovation across the whole supply chain. How does it work? Companies in the chain together constantly develop innovative solutions for offshore wind farms. The Dutch government de-risks investments in the farms, and TenneT, the Dutch transmission system operator, takes care of the grid connection and transmission infrastructure. We innovate constantly to make offshore wind projects even more efficient and cost-effective than they are today. We are keen to share our knowledge and experience with others across the world, with countries that want to expand their horizons, countries that want to secure a long-term sustainable supply of electricity, and want to benefit from the economic impact of offshore wind energy, just as we have. Together, we can find the right solutions. Let's work together to utilize the full potential of offshore wind energy.
Now, please allow me to briefly introduce a few recent innovative projects to all of you. First of all, the largest European offshore wind to hydrogen project, called NoordH2, is based in Groningen, the Netherlands. NoordH2 aims to produce green hydrogen using electricity from about 4 gigawatts of offshore wind off the coast of the Netherlands by 2030 and 10 plus gigawatts by 2040. This project was launched in February 2020 by Shell, Groningen Seaports, GasUnie and the province of Groningen. The NoordH2 partners intend to jointly establish a system of offshore wind farms, electrolyzers, gas storage and pipelines in order to convert offshore wind power into green hydrogen, store it and transport it to industrial clusters in northwestern Europe. Another interesting project is the world's first offshore green hydrogen plant called Huisman, which is an initiative of Next Step, the Dutch Association for Decommissioning and Reuse, and TNO, the Netherlands Organization for Applied Scientific Research, in close cooperation with the industry. Through this project, wind energy can be used to generate hydrogen, which can then be transported onshore along with natural gas via existing pipelines for customers in industry, the transport sectors, and for Dutch homes. Now, apart from wind to hydrogen, larger turbines lead another technological development trend. The Netherlands Enterprise Agency, RVO, will give €4 million to support a project called Sustainable Installation of XXL Monopiles, with the participating companies investing €2 million. This 3-year project, led by the team of Professor André Metrikin of Delft University of Technology, TU Delft, aims to have innovative technologies for the installation of large wind turbines commercially available within 5 years, by testing multiple techniques to enable the installation and decommissioning of XXL monopiles in a sustainable, cost-effective, and societally and environmentally acceptable manner. In addition, TNO is building a huge wind turbine test facility together with General Electric and Allen Wind Power. This facility will consist of a full-scale wind turbine where rotor blades of over 200 meters in diameter are to be tested. All these new developments have made the scaling up of offshore wind turbine feasible and attractive around the world. Now, though recent travel bans have largely impacted the project implementation at both sides and delayed our bilateral exchange, there are still many Dutch companies active here in the Chinese market at this moment. SPT Offshore, for instance, has been cooperating with Guangzhou Salvage Bureau to install suction piles at 3 Gorges project in Yangjiang. Together with Yongfu Design Engineering, SPT Offshore is currently working on Fujian Changhua Weihai project, which will be the biggest offshore wind farm in the world to apply suction pile foundations after its completion. Today, representatives of 5 Dutch companies are here as well. Huisman is a worldwide operating company developing cranes, pipe-laying equipment, drilling equipment, winches, vessel designs and specials for oil and gas, renewables and civil industries. Mr. Andy Tang, Vice General Manager of Huisman China, will share the best practices this afternoon. Another Dutch company, Trelleborg, produces seals that are robust and durable, and which are widely used in offshore wind projects in Zhangjiang. If you're interested in meeting this company, please visit the company booth outside this conference room. There you will also find Praxis Automotive Technology, a company that is working on vessel management systems. Another well-known Dutch brand, IHC IQIP designs, manufactures and supplies hydraulic piling hammers, pile handling tools and deck equipment for on and offshore applications. In China, IHC IQIP has a long history and long track record with leading construction, bridge building and offshore companies from China. Last but not least, Mammoet is part of SHV Group, active in heavy lifting and transport activities with 6 offices in China to efficiently support the construction of offshore wind farms. If you're interested to meet these Dutch companies, this is an excellent opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to know more about the innovative project I just mentioned or seek cooperation with Dutch companies in this field, please feel free to contact our Consul General here in Guangzhou. We are here to represent the interest of the Dutch offshore wind sector, to cooperate with the Chinese partners, to organize promotional events, such as the 2 Sino-Dutch cooperation webinars that we organized in January, and to facilitate project cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, offshore wind is a priority area for our collaboration with China. Today's event will further deepen our mutual understanding and strengthen our cooperation. I wish you all a very inspiring and fruitful conference. Thank you very much. Huisman. Thank you.